Down goes Fulton in a stoppage loss to Naoya Inoue, the monster, in Japan. It was a tremendous fight. What a performance by Naoya Inoue. I still have trouble saying his first name, but trust me, we're going to get it down. I just always say Inoue. But what a fight. What a tremendous display of boxing, speed, power, ring IQ, ability to cut off the ring, everything, the whole package. And just pure veracity, you know, hunting for that blood, smelling blood, and then going for the kill. You know, that was a great performance. A lot of killer instinct. A lot of something that we miss nowadays in the sport of boxing is that killer instinct. A lot of people want to be careful, want to stay safe, but Stephen Fulton, cool boy Steph, that's my guy, but it just wasn't enough against a guy as talented as Naoya Inoue. You know, Inoue's just the hand speed, the combination of power and, you know, accuracy, the precision. He's so calculated, and he just doesn't get tired. He has a hell of a gas tank. I don't know what it is, and I think that, you know, the hand wraps controversy kind of hurt cool boy Steph, you know, just in the long run, because, you know, at the end of the day, fighters already go in there with a ticked off mindset of, you know, this guy's trying to take food away from my family, this guy's trying to take my spot, you know, whatever the case may be. Coming up to 122 pounds and then beating a guy like cool boy Steph and taking his titles, you know, it's not an easy thing to do. You know, at a super bantamweight, it's crazy, honestly. And I'm going to go out on the limb and say that we could be looking at the next Manny Pacquiao here. But I also want to take into account the things that Stephen Fulton wasn't able to do. He wasn't able to keep his distance and find his distance where he felt safe. He wasn't able to move around because Inoue wasn't letting him, really. You know, he was there. He was landing shots where he expected Fulton to be, and it just didn't work for Fulton. You know, in the early rounds, he tried to gain some confidence. He was just very gun-shy. Wasn't able to pull the trigger when he was in range, and that was the story of the fight. I didn't give him a single round, you know. Out of all 7 rounds up until the knockout, I had them all for Inoue. I didn't give cool boy Steph a single round, to be honest with you guys, but that's just testament to how good Inoue is. He didn't let Fulton do anything that he wanted. It was easy work for Inoue, to be honest, and a lot of people are saying that, you know, maybe Inoue has to move up to 135 to really get tested. That's where you're talking about, you know, probably one of the hottest divisions in the sport of boxing. Those guys are probably going to get to 140 by the time Inoue would move up to 135, but at 126 and 130, I don't see too many fighters competing with him at that level. He's just elite. He's one of those elite fighters. He's definitely in my top 5 pound for pound after that performance against a guy like cool boy Steph. You guys have to remember, cool boy Steph was undefeated. You know, he was making guys look like amateurs. He has high IQ, but against a guy who has that combination of speed and power, and he's hungry, it just wasn't enough. The game plan, you know, should have been start off strong, you know, make sure that you get his respect, hit him with clean shots, easier said than done, and try not to get hit, you know, frustrate Inoue early on so his confidence doesn't build. He was already landing big shots in the first, second, and third round to the point where he knew that, you know, down the line, Fulton was only going to get more tired. That gas tank was only going to decrease, and that's when, you know, Inoue stepped on the gas and capitalized on it and took over, landed that, you know, that sharp jab to the body. He was hitting it all night, brought cool boy Steph's attention down, you know, took his guard down a little bit, then landed that right hand up top. It wasn't anything too hard, but at the end of the day, precision and timing creates that damage, and it's not always about how hard you throw it, it's about when you throw it, the timing in between a shot when they don't expect it. The punch that you don't see coming is the one that knocks you down. But what a fight, what a fight. You know, nothing but respect to cool boy Steph. Obviously, he went into a different country, tried to defend his titles, came up short, but it's the sport of boxing for you. You never know what, you know, could happen. And to be honest with you, I thought the odds were crazy. You know, it was 3 to 4 to 1 in favor of Inoue, and I was like, you guys are kind of disrespecting, you know, cool boy Steph. But after that kind of performance, I was like, all right, I guess the odds makers do know what they're talking about, because that looked like a 4 to 1 favorite, you know, on this fight. And cool boy Steph seemed to be in good spirits after the fight. But at the end of the day, you know, that's just the sport of boxing. I'm sure he'll get back into it, but I don't think he'll try to, you know, be stepping in the ring with Inoue anytime soon. You know, he's not going to be asking for that rematch because it was a dominant performance. He didn't win a single round, and Inoue stopped him. You know, hurt him bad, dropped him once, and then, you know, technically he dropped him twice in a single knockdown. But then, you know, I ended up finishing him off in the corner, and it was sad to see, but it was a good fight. What a fight to cap off this weekend, and then, you know, just heading into, not the weekend, but, you know, heading into the weekend of Spence and Crawford. What a lead up. What a, you know, so much anticipation for this Spence and Crawford fight. They have to follow something like that, where Inoue put on a dominant and tremendous performance. But let me know in the comments, what you guys think of, you know, Naoya Inoue's stoppage win over Cool Boy Steph. Hurt to see him go out like that, but it's a sport of boxing. It's how it goes. It was a tremendous, you know, performance, and it was an exciting ending to, you know, a clinic, in my opinion, from Inoue. And we'll see what he does next. But, you know, I think he has so many possibilities. I don't think anyone at 130, you know, he really messes with him, to be honest. He carries that power. It's where it gets to 135 where I kind of say, oh, you might be pushing it a little bit, or a lot of it, because those guys are much bigger up there. But let me know in the comments what you guys thought of Naoya Inoue. You know, I know you guys stayed up late. Maybe it was around 5 a.m., you know, in the West Coast, but here it was around 8, so it wasn't too bad. But, you know, it was a good fight. I think it was worth waking up for. But let me know in the comments what you guys thought of Inoue's performance. Tremendous, in my opinion. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace. That's going to do it for another NASFIGHT Media video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy, Manny with another video. Hope you guys enjoyed it all. Thank you guys for the constant support. Salute to y'all always. It's been your boy.